Hey everybody, welcome to the broadcast. My name is Kirk Sheppard. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. We are currently simulcasting right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. I'm glad to be with you. I am super excited that you're here to join me, and I cannot wait to get started with our very first of what I hope is a weekly Thursday night stream where we're just hanging out, talking about whatever comes to mind, and just having a great time. So why don't we get started with the show? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to make sure that the camera does not turn off on us. If you are watching the show, would you? I'd love to hear from you. We are live, like I said, on all those different platforms. So if you want to chime in the comments and tell me where you're watching at, I would love to know that information. And you can support the stream in a variety of ways. If you want to do that, you certainly don't have to. But you see the options here on the screen. You can join the Patreon over here. That's going to get you exclusive content. You can do that for as little as $1 a month. $5 is the baseline for some exclusive content kind of things. You can also buy me a coffee. If you do those things during the stream, some exciting things will happen on the screen. I've been told. We'll see what happens. You can also join the conversation tonight if you go to kirkis.online with your camera, phone, whatever, and we can have a conversation. It's kind of like in the old days. So what am I doing, right? This is kind of a childhood fantasy manifested itself in real life. I've always wanted to have my own talk show. I grew up listening to talk radio. I used to love watching talk shows on TV, and I love broadcasting in general. And so I am doing that now. I am having my own talk show. Tonight we don't have any guests lined up, so if you want to be a guest, come on. I'd love to have you. Just go to that web link at kirkis.online, and we'll get you maybe onto the show. What else? So again, if you're watching the show and it says we've got 6 viewers, shoot a comment into the stream, and I'm hoping it's going to come through and I can see it. I don't know, because I'm watching it through a variety of platforms, trying to see maybe who's here and what's going on. Let me go in here real quick and see what's happening in the live chat. Nothing there on that one. And let's see. If I go here. All right, and here, what happens here on YouTube? All right, and I think I'm also live on Twitter. Should be. Yeah, okay. So, again, if you're here and want to tell me hello in the chat, I would love to see it. We have somebody. Hey, Fearsome Rider, are you watching on YouTube, I'm guessing? Yep, there's that. Oh, we need to move that over a little bit. Oops. Let's see if I can do that real quick here. Let's move you over here. What's going on, Fearsome Rider? Thanks for being here. I've got a lot of things. My friend Ann says she sent 2 messages. Now, here's a question. Ann, are you watching via my profile? So is the picture on the top the blue shirt or the black shirt? That might make a difference. If you're on the black shirt, maybe that's not going to come through. It also might take a minute. We'll see what happens. But looks like YouTube is definitely broadcasting live. That's great. I'm just trying to figure it all out. I've got all these toys and all this stuff to play with, and so we're just doing that. While we're here tonight, I want to talk about some things that are coming up. Make sure that if you are in the Cincinnati area, I think that's the problem, man. I think if you go to the page, if you go to the blue shirt page, you might be able to interact, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If you go to the Kirk Sheppard writer page, Ann. Okay, so coming up, if you are in Cincinnati and you are a fan of professional wrestling, some of you here probably know me from that world, you want to make sure you head out to Collision Course 2 Spooktacular at Bone Crushers. That is coming up this Saturday night, 7:30 bell time. Tickets are $8. That address is 6105 Vine Street in Elmwood Place. That's if you're in the Cincinnati area, you like professional wrestling, come out and see the best of the best. It's actually a really cool show because it has the future stars matched up with the stars of the current roster. So they'll be taking each other on in a variety of matchups. I will be in the building. I am back with the NWF doing production-related things as a consultant and occasionally appearing on like Bustin' Loose or commentary. So if you don't know me from professional wrestling, that's where I spent 20 years and used all my creative muscles for many, many years. And now was away for a while, back a little bit, and the difference now is that I'm putting wrestling into my life the way I want to versus putting my life around wrestling the way I used to. So happy to be back involved and going to be there as much as I can, but I also going to be doing a lot of other things, including the things I'm looking forward to that are coming up on my schedule. One of those things that I'm super excited about, Wicked, is going to be in town here at Cincinnati at the Aronoff Center. You know, I'm a theater guy, and I can't wait to see the show. I'll see the show in 21 days. That's going to be a lot of fun. If you have not seen Wicked, you should get there, and you should especially get there to see my buddy DJ Plunkett, who plays Bach in the show. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to. Another thing that I'm looking forward to coming up is Winterfest at Kings Island. That's opening night of Winterfest. That's Black Friday. I will definitely be there the next night, Saturday of that weekend, with my friend Ann, who's here in the stream. So that's pretty cool. Oh, hey, Fearsome Rider. You have a wrestling question. You ask about this. Let me move this over just a little bit. The UAW Hall is no longer a UAW Hall, actually. It is now a church. And so they no longer are interested in having professional wrestling events in that building, from what I understand. So we're currently looking for one. We've been doing some shows at Swine City Brewing. It's getting a little cold now. I'm not sure that'll be able to happen outside. So if you have a lead on a building that would host wrestling, shoot the NWF a message there. I'm sure they would love to have a place in Fairfield where they could do that. How is the volume? Can you all hear me okay? I haven't been able to test because we're on all these different platforms. But if you can hear me okay, that'd be really great to let me know as well. So I've got Wicked, I've got Winterfest, and perhaps the biggest thing on my radar coming up in my life that I'm super, super pumped about. I'm going to Disney World in 121 days. I'm going to celebrate my birthday a day early. We're leaving on the 4th. My birthday is on the 5th of March, but I can't wait to go down there and see all the stuff that I've yet to see at Disney. Star Wars, Mickey's Runaway Railway, Ratatouille. 50th anniversary this year at Disney World, so I'm excited about that as well. If you would like to join the broadcast, I would love to talk to you. We could talk about anything except I don't get into politics. I don't get into COVID. We could talk about what you've done to get through COVID and your mental health stuff, but we're not going to talk about masks or vaccines. I'm not interested in that kind of controversial stuff. That's just not my jam. I want to talk to you about things that are positive, happy, healthy, and wonderful. And if you want to do that, hop on at kirkis.online and join the stream. Again, if you want to support the stream, there's lots of ways to do it. You can also follow me on the things here on the screen. Here's something that I think is kind of fun. I love books. And so here are the 4 books that I'm currently trying to read. I just got Better Off Dead. That's the brand new Jack Reacher novel that came out this Tuesday. So that's the current thing I'm really trying to dig into. But I'm reading a memoir from Sharon Wheatley called Till the Fat Girl Sings. That's her Broadway memoir. She is in the musical Come From Away, which if you haven't seen on Apple TV, you should. Great filmed version of that Broadway musical. Highly recommend Atomic Habits by James Clear if you're looking for something self-help related to get you on track. And then I love T.J. Klune. His book, The House of the Cerulean Sea, was a great young adult novel, and so his newest one is Under the Whispering Door. Not very far in that one, but that is what I'm reading. What are you reading? What are you interested in? What's been going on in your lives? What's been happening in your world? Let us know in the chat. Let us know if you want to come on the broadcast. I would love to talk to you about whatever is on your mind. We're going to do this show every Thursday at 10. I'm going to try to have guests lined up occasionally, but I realize that 10 o'clock's late. What I'm also going to try to do is have some segments to broadcast you. So I'm doing a lot more vlogging. I've got some interesting cameras and technology and microphones and audio equipment, and I want to bring interesting stories to the world in every way that I can. So I'm still going to write. but I also want to start doing video and other ways of bringing stories to you and the rest of the world. So if you have an interesting story to tell, I'd love to talk to you about that. What else am I into? Oh, you know what I'm into that we haven't talked about yet? We talked about Wicked, but let's run down the local Cincinnati theater scene and what's coming up right now. So right now, Pretty Woman is playing at the Aronoff Center and through the end of Sunday. So if you want to see that, that's the show that's there now. Wicked comes in shortly after to the Aronoff. Also playing currently is The West End at the Playhouse in the Park. That's a local playwright who's moved on to New York City, has written a show about the West End here in Cincinnati. And then Need Your Love opens in the smaller Marks Theater on November the 4th at the Playhouse. That is a musical review featuring music from Cincinnati King Records. All Shook Up is playing at the Covedale. That's a fun jukebox musical about Elvis Presley. We've got Airness at the Human Race Theater in downtown Dayton. I believe this musical is about air guitar competition. Sounds fun. And then Romeo and Juliet is still playing at the Cincinnati Shakespeare Company, downtown over the Rhine. That's through November 13th. And finally, CCM is running Xanadu through Sunday, and then they open up once on November the 4th. So you can get tickets to all those events at the various places. If you want more information about that, put it into the chat, and I would love to talk to you more about all of those things. We got a message here. If I can get this thing to work. Let's bring this back down. Hi. Look at that. Ann Mormon said she saw Pretty Woman on Tuesday. So, Ann, looks like you're now on YouTube watching. Is that right? Is that where you're at? I'm glad that it was good. I'm glad you enjoyed Pretty Woman. I did not get a chance to see it while it was here, but, fun fact, the lead actress is the granddaughter of Frankie Valli from the Four Seasons. And the lead male role is Adam Pascal, who originated the role of Roger in Rent. Pretty cool. Pretty fun stuff. So that's the local theater rundown. That's what's going on. We've got wrestling this weekend. We've got theater going on. You know what's been interesting in my life, an interesting turn of events, is that I have begun to enjoy watching football. Who would have ever thought? I never did. So coming up on Saturday, we have the Cincinnati Bearcats going to play at Tulane in New Orleans. That's on Saturday at noon. The number 2 UC Bearcats are playing the number 11 Tulane team, and there's a 26.5 point spread favorites for UC. Should be a blowout if they were play the way they have been. And then the Bengals are playing on Sunday at 1 against the Jets. Bengals are number 2, the Jets are number 3. That should be a really good game. That's at 1 p.m. on CBS. Bengals are 10.5 point favorites to win that game. So we're going to talk about football sometimes now too, and especially if you are a football fan, I would love to get your input and your insight. I don't know much about it. I enjoy watching it. I'm learning more about it. You would have thought at 45 years old I would have already known all of the things. I mean, I know the rules and how to, but I just never really followed it. I didn't really follow sports. I don't know why, but I'm really enjoying it this year. So that's what's been going on with me in terms of my entertainment purposes. Let's see. What else should we talk about, huh? This is fun, right? We're enjoying the Twitch and the YouTube and the Facebook, and it's nice to be able to be broadcasting everywhere. Oh, coming up Sunday, we're doing a Halloween Scream Stream. Do not miss this Halloween special. I do have guests lined up for this. We're going to talk about horror movies. We're going to talk about all kinds of Halloween-related things. That's coming up on Sunday night at 8:30. Do not miss that broadcast, because that will be an amazing, amazing thing to see. So I'll be back on Sunday night at 8:30. And then back here again next Thursday at 10. Fearsome Rider. Oh, this is interesting. That's a long, let's see if that fits. That didn't fit. He asks about a parade at Winterfest at Kings Island. I have also heard that rumor. They have not announced it. I've been keeping an eye on the website to see if they're going to get us a parade. I would love a parade. Who doesn't love a parade? A parade at Winterfest would be fantastic. I love Winterfest. I got to tell you, it is my dream. When the first year that Winterfest came back, like 3 years ago, I was there opening day. I was first in line. I was watching them get the park ready from behind the turnstiles. It started to snow on International Street, and I literally started to cry. I just love Christmas and Kings Island so much that when those two things came together, I just lost my mind. And so I don't know about the parade, but I too hope that we get that there. That would be really cool. They've not announced it yet. What they have announced, though, is all the other shows that they've always done. All the activities are back. Nothing has been skipped on. I actually was in the park last weekend and talked to somebody and asked about, I noticed that all the things are back, and that's really a good sign. And they basically told me that they couldn't do Winterfest and call it Winterfest if they did any kind of skipping on things. So they were either all in or going to rename it. And I'm glad they're all in because it's a really cool thing. And how do you talk to me on this broadcast? Well, you just did right there. You can also come on to the, if you go to kirkis.online, that should bring you into my interview platform, and I can bring you on if you want to try it. I'd love to try it with you, Ann. Let me know if that works for you this time. I know we had trouble last time. If it does, I have a workaround for it that we can also try. I don't know that anybody is watching on Facebook. If they are, no one has commented in the chat that I can tell. At least on the page. I wonder if anyone is commenting in my, let's take a look, on my profile. That's a different spot. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure this out because I don't think I can pull in things from the chat. I see that Chris Harris is here. I see my Aunt Bobby is here. Oh, look at that. Hi, James. Thank you for being here. There it is. There it is. Hi, Chris. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out how to do this so that we can utilize that. I may have to stop streaming to my actual profile and just go to the page because I want to bring in the chat. I want this to be very interactive. I want to make sure that we're all able to converse and have a good conversation. Oh, look at this. I think we've got an interview guest coming on board. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Let me add you to this. Hang on here, Ian. We're going to add you. How do I assign you to the... You're already here. Now you're calling again? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's see. And try that one more time. I think I almost got you. Try that one more time. Hey, Bobby, you're right. Ohio State football. I should talk about that. I grew up with Ohio State football, and I should be talking about that more than I am. It is not something I'm super, super familiar with. And I'm having a hard time getting you in here. I don't know. There you are. Hello.
Hi.
It works. You're on the air live on Thursday Night Live. Isn't that fun?
Got an interview guest coming on board.
I can hear you. I can hear myself in your background. So just like they used to say on the radio, can you turn your volume down on your phone so there's no feedback? There we go.
I'm talking to you on the phone.
Can you
Should
hear
I turn
me?
It down on the... Yes. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Wherever I was coming out and been delayed, turn that down so we can hear the delay.
Okay, I
think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good.
Is it good now?
As long as you can still hear me, we're good.
Yeah.
Hi. How are you tonight?
Hi. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm really good. This is working out awesome. It's nice to have some folks watching. I hear Buster there in the background.
Yes, that's Buster. Here, let me see if I can get him in the picture for a second. I don't know if you can see him or not.
We love pets. We love people to have their pets.
He's the best. Buster, say hi.
Hi, Buster.
He thinks that
He's
there's
very
someone
shy.
else in the room. He's also the guard dog, you know.
That's true.
So, but I was trying to connect with you earlier, and I sent you a couple messages, but you're right,
Yeah, I think we figured out that it's the problem is on the Facebook profile, which is the black shirt picture. They don't. The chat doesn't pull in, so I'm gonna have to probably stop streaming there and just go to the main page and then share it from there. I think I got a plan because YouTube works. And it looks like the other Facebook page is working because that's where James is at. So it's good. This is the first one. We're working out all the kinks. I also have to make sure my camera doesn't shut off because I only get a half hour of the camera before it goes into standby mode. I'm not sure there's any workaround for that. But hey, technology, it's our friend.
right. It is.
We're gonna get you on. I've got all kinds of plans for you. We're gonna do some vlogs together. We're gonna go on
Love it.
adventures together. We're gonna do a podcast soon to talk about all kinds of stuff. What's been anything on
Yes,
your
I
mind
cannot
tonight?
wait.
Anything that you are excited about? You're going somewhere fun this weekend.
Yes. So we are going away. Scott's birthday, my husband, is on Halloween.
Okay,
So let's just try to get away and go and do something for that.
fun.
Last year we went to New Orleans. But this year we're going to Asheville, North Carolina,
Ah, fun.
and we're going to be staying in this. It's a chapel that's been converted into a house.
Nice.
So it'll be so interesting. I'll send you lots of pictures.
Yeah, please do.
And show you what that's like. It's
Come
an
back
Airbnb.
next Thursday night. You can tell us all about it.
Yes, I
You can
will be back
You
Thursday.
can give us a travel
Perfect.
log update on Thursday's
I will.
stream.
Yeah,
That would
someday
be
when I'm
fun.
as talented as you, I'll do a vlog and really show people what's going on.
Yeah.
Right?
I got extra cameras. You can borrow one if you want.
You're the best. Well, that's what I was saying before too in the chat that probably didn't come to you. I was just saying that you have the perfect voice for this.
Well, thank
you should
you.
have your own talk show.
Well,
you know,
we do.
we all talk.
We have
all
it
the
now,
time.
right here, Thursday
got
Night
it.
Live. It's we're live and it's happening.
You should be here
Why
always.
not? Now we just got to get
Perfect.
people to give me money for it.
That sounds perfect.
and
Yes.
and thank you as one of the Patreon members. Thank you for that very much. And
Absolutely.
let's do
Everyone
some
should
content.
be your patron.
Well,
on your Patreon.
it's
It's
we're
very
gonna
valuable.
beef it up and do more things. The more folks we get in there too, so that's always fun.
Yeah. Well, it's always great information and lovely to chat with you and hear from you, Kirk.
I'm so happy to have know that the guest works and it's all set up right and everything happened.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, listen, I should probably come off of this
Yeah.
so that other people can join if they'd like,
I will
right?
get you out. I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank
Let me
you.
go
Bye,
back to
Kirk.
this screen. And there we go. That was fun, huh? See how easy it was? Now we're just chatting. We're just hanging out. We're just having a good time. I know that Twitch is primarily a gaming platform, right? I wish that I played games. I wish that I enjoyed that. I wish that I knew how to play games, video games like that. I just don't know. I don't understand them. I'm not good at them. By the way, if you're still here, hi Alex. I can see that you said it, hello, but I can't pull it in because of the way the technology is working. We're going to fix that next time. Let's see. What's 10:23? What else is going on that we should talk about? Like I said, don't forget this weekend. You want to make sure that you come out Saturday night and see Collision Course 2 at the Northern Wrestling Federation. If you're in Cincinnati, you should not miss any NWF wrestling shows. They are exciting. I'm glad to be back involved in the mix, and you should come out and hang out with that. This is nice. Thank you, Mr. Wildcat, for this nice comment. It is really fun to be able to just do what I want, and you know what? That's what I've learned is life is short. And while I want to do as many things creatively as I can, I do want to tell you about this new water bottle. Speaking of life is short, I am trying to extend my life a little bit. In order to do that, I am drinking more water. And the cool thing about this water bottle is that the bottom of this lights up when it's time to take a drink. So if I haven't taken a drink in a while, it reminds me to do so. And I think when I sync it, it also lights up again because it communicates to my phone how much water I have had. Now, if you go to kirksheppard.com, there's a shop page now. All the items on there are things that I have purchased from Amazon or somewhere else that I highly recommend and suggest that you purchase. And I need to update because I actually bought a different version of this water bottle. I bought the Hydrate 3, which is a plastic bottle, which is really cool, works really well. It was a little less expensive than this one. But the problem is with that bottle is that it doesn't keep things very cold, and I need cold water to drink them. So I got this more expensive stainless steel version today. Actually came in the mail today, and so far so good. And it's really cool to see how much water I'm drinking. You know, I hate water. I'd rather drink Coca-Cola, but in order for me to live long and do this kind of thing for fun, as long as I can, I got to drink more water. So in order to drink more water, I got to have shiny things that light up and Bluetooth technology. That's what I've decided. So it's well worth it. Don't forget to come back on Sunday night. If you're just joining us, I'm going to be back here for a Halloween Scream stream with some live guests already scheduled to talk about horror movies. Oh, yeah. If you get a chance, go to kirksheppard.com and vote on the live stream page in the horror movie icon poll. That's, you can pick which one of the three, Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers, is your favorite horror movie icon, and we'll reveal that result live on the air on Sunday. Also, I wanted to tell you, anybody who donates to the Patreon or to the Buy Me a Coffee or anything like that will be entered into a drawing at the end of November. So anybody from now until the end of November that joins the Patreon or donates Buy Me a Coffee will be entered in a drawing. So that means you can give $1 and you might win a prize. And so the prizes are going to be pretty cool. So far, I have a few, and I'm going to do this at the end of November for real, but I'll show you what's going to happen. On a live stream at the end of November, I'm going to spin a wheel, and you're going to get to see what you win. We're going to randomly pick somebody from the pool of donors, maybe a couple, we'll see. I'm going to add some new prizes, but that particular person right there would have won this Tommy Rich action figure that I got in my unboxing video that we did last week. So, some cool prizes. I'll give away a pair of tickets to the NWF. Or Roger, I'm paying for them. But I think that'll be good. Hey, Alex, I love the water bottle. I love it a lot. I love it so much. And you should go to my page and buy the Hydrate 3 or this one once I get it up there as a link. I do get a commission off of the things that I sell, but everything on there are things that I have personally purchased, recommend, and use every day or a lot. Okay. Anybody else? Oh, hi, James. Thank you. Yeah, I needed a break. I needed to do some creative things on my own and do some other stuff. And I'm still only consulting. I'm only just in it a little bit. But it's fun. I missed wrestling. And it's good to be back where the wrestling is the best in the world, I think. I think that old school style that we promote there at NWF is the best. I'm going to make sure the camera does not go off on me. We're still in focus. Yeah. There's 10 people here. You all should say hello. You all should join the chat or join the channel, join the interview by going to kirkis.online, and then we'll bring you on and have a conversation. I'm going to go as long as there's interest and talk about things. I'm going to see what else I had prepared. I have all kinds of buttons on my Stream Deck, but I think I've pushed all of them so far that I wanted to share with you. Yep, I talked about what was coming up for me in my life. I told you about Disney. Can't wait. Thanks, Fearsome Rider. You still can. You can come to shows this weekend at Bone Crushers. And, of course, the anniversary event is coming up on Black Friday weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, Saturday that night, in Covington at Hits. So just around the 275 loop. And that night is very special, and I'm sorry I'm going to miss it. But that night's very special because they're inducting the Monster Abyss into the NWF Hall of Fame. Can't believe that I'm in the NWF Hall of Fame before Abyss. That's not right. That shouldn't be the case. But they were saving him for something special, and so he's going to go in coming up on Thanksgiving weekend. So check out nwfwrestling.com for all the details and interact with their Facebook page as well. How is the parking at Hits? The parking at Hits is fine. If you get there early enough, especially if you get there a little later, you may have to walk a little bit, but kind of like at the UAW hall, there's a lane people park along. But yeah, you should be able to find a spot if you get there. Don't get there after the show starts, but get there, when the doors open. You should be okay. And if you need help, if there's some issue there, just let somebody know. There's usually somebody out front parking cars. So they'll be able to help you. Hey, Chris. Welcome to the broadcast. So, yeah. I don't know that anybody's watching on Twitch. We've got people on Facebook and YouTube for sure. But we're going to build some Twitch followers. I may start doing some Twitch exclusives, some random pop-up shows over there, just because I kind of like that format. And there's some things I can do there that I can't do when I'm broadcasting everywhere in terms of technology, just to play with it a little bit. It's 10:30. I think this has been a lot of fun. This has just been a test tonight for what we're going to do going forward. I want to do this every Thursday. I'm going to try to have some things prepared. I think next week I'm going to try to present some mental health stuff. I'm a professional counselor by my profession. That's what I do for a living, and so I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that might be helpful as we head into seasonal depression season. and maybe ways to get you prepared to cope with that while we still talk about all the same things I'm interested in. You know, one of the hard things about me is how do I pick what to focus on when I have so many wide variety of interests? How many folks do you know that have spent 20 years in professional wrestling, have written a play, and have done theater things for a long time, mental health counselor, loves Disney, loves theme park. I mean, I just have a lot of variety of interests and a lot of different kinds of people in my life as well who I can bring on and talk. And so to focus and say, well, this is the mental health podcast and this is the wrestling thing, that's hard for me. So this show on Thursdays is really just going to be, I mean, it's maybe a little narcissistic, but it's all about me and what I'm interested in. And then look for other specials and see what happens. Sunday, the Halloween Scream Stream is going to be fun because the guests that are coming for that are NWF superstars. And we're going to talk about horror movies, and could be very interesting what happens on that broadcast. So don't miss that. Hey, this has been a blast for me. Thank you so much for joining. We will be back Sunday at 8:30. We're going to come back on Thursday at 10. I thank you all who's chimed in and commented. Thank you, Ann, for coming on the show. We'll see you next time. Be back Sunday.